Hey, I had some time today, so I figured I would make a video showing off the basic idea for the first iteration of this that will hopefully gain an complexity as we move on. So I have built this little area here and finished one of the areas here. So getting into it, this is recreating um, an assault on the Syrian town. This is the Syrian Turkish border right here, and ISIS is in black here, and they're going to be attacking Kabul and trying to take it over. So basically, I want for this one, and this will change for other kind of things. These larger zones, A1 through 4, for assault, I guess is A, um, they're going to be all populated with some units. So there's going to be somebody in each of these areas, at least. So then moving forward, let's zoom into A1, which I completed with all the zones that might be in it. And these numbers could, advance as I have more time to build up and um, things like that. But so inside of A1, we have these groups called AG or these zones, AG, so that's an assault group, and assault groups could spawn in a couple of these. So let's say we have 5 here. We want a range of what 20% to, we'll say, 60% to populate these zones. So that would be 1 zone to 3 zones, I'm guessing. Um, and so here, let's have some fun. We'll go on our phone on the random number generator. Um, I'll type in a minimum of 1 zone and a maximum of 3 zones. Okay, so 3 zones are going to be populated with units. Um, Now, which zones are going to be populated? Okay, we have AG1 through AG5 here, so we'll go 1 through 5. Okay, so zone 2 came up on the random number generator to be populated. It's harder to see with all this stuff in the way. Okay, so that's zone 2. I'm going to put this in gray just so we can, or we'll go white so we can see it clearly. Gray. 2 is going to be one of the 3, or one of the 2, and 5 is going to be one of the 2 as well. And I think that was, no. No. Okay, yep. Here's 5. So those are the 2 zones that are going to be filled with units. Okay, great. So moving on, now what units are we going to put in those zones? So I've built this little helpful key down here for my manual building of these tests. Um, and basically, the group size is going to be 2 to 8. So I went into a number generator, set the minimum is 2, maximum is 8. And for this test, I got 6 was my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units that were spawned into a group. And then I used this little key that I made here. These numbers are probably going to change for the assault style because this was actually a scout group style. And these are basically percentages of things spawning. So this guy right here is number 1, but he's only 1%. These guys, are 2 and 3, so each one of these units would be 2%, and so on and so on. So that's how that logic kind of works. So again, I'd go into the number generator and I'd select um, a number between 1 and 100 for the first slot, second slot, third slot, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And so, if let's say I get the number, I'm going to plug in a random number here, Generate. I get 56. Okay. I'm going to go here, 51 through 59. This is a Scout Land Cruiser with a Cord. Great. So I built my group here. I'm not going to waste your time building that. It's super tedious and I really hate it. So I'm excited to do this programming. And let's just say for the sake of it, these guys are going to be in AG2, which was one of the ones that we decided that was going to have units in it. All right, so we're going to just random number generate where these guys are going to go until it fills up. Okay, so these numbers are starting, it looks like, with 21, or 20, yep, and going up to 29. 20 to 29. Generate. Okay, so this guy is going to go in number 21. This guy is going to go in number 23. Next guy's going to go in 22. Next guy's going to go in 25. And then the final guy, 27. Okay, 24. Okay, and one thing I've also been doing is you can change the headings of the units just so they don't all look like they're just heading directly north. So the way I've been doing that is just kind of spinning this dial randomly and selecting. Another thing I could do, I guess, since I have you here, I could just do 1 to 360 on my generator. Okay, so this guy's going to be heading 323. And this, of course, is extremely tedious to do. So I don't want to be doing this for all the hundreds of units that would be in missions like this. Which is why I am asking for help. 265. Boom. This guy is going to be 254. And this guy's a heading of 51. And then our next guy, 165. 182. Just get it close enough. Okay, so now all the units are on their correct random headings in their random unit zones, inside of their random group zone, inside of their larger assault zone. So that's just one of them. I made a total of 30 zones. These ones are kind of outskirt zones, so I only put a total of 5 in. These bigger ones have 10, so if we did that same 20 to 60%, 2 of these could be filled up to 6 zones. I think I did the math for it, and it would be a total of 240 ground vehicles in these zones. I eventually want to add something that infantry is going to spawn as well, but there's a couple ways to do that, so we'll leave that for another day, but I think this is a good starting point. So just so you can see what it ends up looking like once we've spawned our unit, our group in that zone. Just load up the sim here. I should have my audio set right that it's going to record this as well. So we'll go Red Coalition to the Game Master slot that can see everything. And we will go right here and zoom in on our group. So here's our guys strategically placed at the end of the forest by this road here, possibly ready to ambush someone on the road. Yep, so that's how it worked out. All right. So, yep, thanks for listening, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm sure we'll talk about it soon.